But in my opinion, I do think these 4 rookies will be very, very scary in the years to come. I also do have one honorable mention, but before I get to that video, if y'all enjoy, drop a like, subscribe, and I know I haven't uploaded in about a minute. Been going through a lot of stuff. Kind of been a lot of busy too, but I'm finally getting everything back together. So I'm going to be dropping more and more consistent content. So if you enjoy what I put out, drop a like, subscribe, because I'm always posting content, or I'm trying to, I should say. First off is my honorable mention. However, this player isn't bad, in my opinion. I just feel like he needs the time. And I don't think that putting him in this category is fair to the other 4 players that have worked tremendously hard and have proved themselves. And so the honorable mention is Lonzo Ball, because I just feel like he needs time. And I know a lot of people that are saying that he's a bust right now, and there's like 60-40% of people are calling him a bust, and people are telling him to wait. So just right there, I didn't really want to put him in this list. Maybe he might be a future star. I do think he'll be a future star, a future all-star for sure, just because of how he plays the game, gets his teammates involved, and does everything else on the court. But that doesn't take off the fact that right now he's not playing pretty much good basketball, and his field goal percentage is terrible. However, he does pass the ball good, and he does rebound the ball good, which should be interesting to mention. But like the title of this video, let's hop into the real 4 rookies that are playing out of their minds. And not even playing out of their mind. I just feel like these 4 rookies have very high potential to become stars. So the first rookie we have, in fact, is Kyle Kuzma of the Los Angeles Lakers. Keeping the Laker nation, keeping the Laker theme, because Lonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma alive. But Kyle Kuzma was the 27th pick. And he's 6'9" power forward. I almost said the 6th pick because 6'9" and 27th are similar. But like I said, let's hop back into it. So Kyle Kuzma, 6'9", 27th overall pick, power forward of the NBA draft, and he was on the Lakers. And now a lot of people thought that when they picked Kyle Kuzma, not a lot of people knew who he was. You know, he stayed 2 years in college. He even played against Brandon Ingram, which was pretty interesting. I didn't even know that until I did research. That was pretty crazy. So, you know, he went into Summer League. A lot of people didn't know who he was, and then, boom, he started playing. And right then and there, this kid looking special. Won Summer League MVP, played just amazing, played great, and when he hit the NBA, he only kept that up. He was coming off the bench. As a matter of fact, he won Rookie of the Month by coming off the bench. And in his only start that he had, he got 30 points. His first start, my bad. 30 points and 10 rebounds. He got a double-double. There was NBA players that still even put up a stat line like that, which is pretty insane. He also leads the Lakers in points with around 16 points per game, which is pretty interesting. He's also a pretty good shooter as well. You know, he can shoot the ball. He can create his own shot. He does a lot of different things on the court, which is pretty good and really versatile for a rookie of his age. You gotta remember that he is only 22, so he's still growing. But however, he's still older than Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball, because technically he should have been drafted last year. You can make the argument. But then again, he wasn't really that good in college last year, you know? But another one interesting thing I meant to mention about Kyle Kuzma is that he was praised by Kobe Bryant himself. In the interview with Kobe Bryant, and I forgot who did it. It was like those Laker things after the Laker games. Basically, Kobe Bryant was praising Kyle Kuzma, said he was going to be a great scorer, all this type of stuff, because, in fact, they went out to dinner together. And I just feel like when you have an NBA legend like that, and he's a part of your franchise, and he's praising you as a player, only great things are for you to come. And he is a hard worker. He always puts his team first, because he's one of those players that, even though he's coming off the bench, he's not going to be pissy and complain about it, which I love in a rookie, which I love in any player, because I hate when players, you know, get moved to the bench or get moved to a different role, and then they just hate it. They don't want to adapt. He's learning to adapt, and I love the kid. He's humble. Kyle Kuzma, stay grinding. Third rookie I have, in fact, Utah fans better stand up. Donovan Mitchell, one of the biggest draft steals today. Well, in the NBA, of course. However, Donovan Mitchell, really interesting player, plays for the Utah Jazz. Averages around 17.3 points on around 41% shooting. And I know a lot of you people are saying 41% shooting isn't that good. But you gotta remember that he is pretty much the primary scorer on that team. he pretty much was given the keys to the offense, was another big thing. And even as a rookie, it takes time to adapt when you're on a new team and you have to basically take the most shots, which is pretty insane. He has already more 20 shots games than some legendary guys as rookie, more than Ray Allen, more than Allen Iverson, more than even a bunch of other guys, which is pretty crazy. I'm not saying he's a ball hog, however, it's just pretty insane that you're giving a guy that young the keys to the offense. However, though, let's get into why he's so good. Now, the reason why not a lot of people knew about this kid is because the Jazz had their minds on him from way before. They told nobody. When they worked out with him, they made sure nobody told the media about his workout. Basically to keep him low on other teams. However, though, the Jazz did want OG Anunoby for the Toronto Raptors, but the Raptors did pick him one pick before Denver did pick Donovan Mitchell, which is pretty insane. That's one pick difference. That's a sign. So then, in fact, Utah Jazz traded Trey Lyles, their pick, and they, in fact, got Donovan Mitchell. Now, this guy has the most points by a rookie in the season. Dude already dropped 41-point game, and he did it was disgusting. He was dunking on players. He's also a very, very interesting dunker. Throwing down dunks like it's nothing. And he was even praised by Tash McGrady and Paul Pierce, saying he doesn't even play like a rookie. He plays like a veteran. And when you get that high praise from legends, that could only mean good things. I love when rookies get praised from legend because a lot of legends can just hate on young players. And it's like anything. Old heads love to hate on the young generation or just young things in general. But he does not let that stop him. And he's an extreme hard worker. He always works hard. Great defensive player, which is another thing too, because young players got to have that defensive side with them. That is the most important thing for a young player. Defense and working hard. Your offense will come. Your offense will always come. But if you can play defense, you will have a spot on any roster. And that's exactly what he does. He plays defense as well. I'm not going to say as well as he plays offense, but he plays some pretty good defense. Still has a pretty good wingspan. However, though, like I said about his workload, because he does have to take a lot of shots, mainly because there is really no true offense in the Jazz. Yes, you have Rodney Hood who can play beside him, and Rubio is not an offensive player. He's just passing the ball and stuff like that. He's a true point guard. So mostly his shots are going to be the ones that are going to be putting up. And plus, Rudy Gobert is not an offensive player either. He's more of a defensive center. And that's what Rudy Gobert is. However, though, the other two rookies interest me the most just because I feel like these two rookies might have the best careers. Out of the four, in my opinion, it's just in my opinion. Like, I'm a Laker fan, but I feel like these two rookies that I'm going to name might have the best career out of the four that I named. So, second rookie that I have is, third rookie that I have is Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics. 6'9", 6'8", small forward. Should have been 6'10", because I remember there was an article about him saying when he was 6'5" at the age of 14, which is pretty insane, saying that the doctor told him he was going to be short as 6'10", tall as 7'1". Imagine a 7'1" Jason Tatum. That's very scary. He's a very humble rookie, third overall draft pick. And there's some really interesting things about him. He's one of the most efficient rookies ever. His efficiency is pretty insane. He leads the league in three-point percentage with 50% shooting, which no player has ever done. No rookie has ever done, even come close to 50% shooting from three-ball. He's also shooting 50.2% from the field, which is another good thing. So he's also converting a lot of his shots as well. He can post up. He can come off screens. He cuts well. He cuts off the pick and roll. He pretty much does everything you need. And he is a great system player, too, because he's in Brad Stevens' system, which helps him to become a better player and a better guy just for the system in general. And a lot of people are saying that he's only a product of the system. Man, the dude is efficient. You might be a product of the system, but there's no way you can sit there and tell me that him shooting 50%. Yes, they're on open looks, and yes, they're on not really contested shots, but still 50%. Curry doesn't even shoot 50%. That's pretty interesting that a guy is shooting 50%. I know Curry takes way more shots, whatever. But still, you even have guys like Gordon Hayward who praised him, who even said an article about this kid saying he's only going to get better and the sky is the limit. You just have all these older players just praising Jason Tatum. And it's insane. He's also the first rookie, or if he continues, he will be the first rookie to reach a 17.0 PER, a 64% true shooting, and a 200%, a 20%, a 2.